What's good? What's good? It's the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing back at you with another one, man. Omar Figuroa has some words for Adrien Broner. Omar Figuroa saying that in a recent interview, saying that he is now more mentally, not just physically, but he's more mentally prepared to beat Adrien Broner. He feels like he has what it takes to beat Adrien Broner, man. Listen, this fight is supposed to happen July 23rd in Chicago, Illinois. Man, listen, I'm excited for this fight, bro. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch it though. I won't be able to watch it live. I'll be in Disney World with my babies, so I'm definitely gonna watch it, just not live, bro. But listen, man, I wanted to talk about this fight because it's like, man, Omar Figueroa just did an interview saying that he is now mentally prepared for Adrien Broner. He's been going through a lot of things, but now he's mentally and physically prepared. I am not a fan of Omar Figueroa. I won't make any excuses, but I do remember your Dennis Ugas fight that was on the undercard of Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao. And I clearly remember, like, I believe that he's telling the truth about him having issues going on. And I remember in this fight, I remember looking at Omar Figueroa saying, like, damn, he look like he doesn't even want to be there. I challenge y'all to go watch that fight. Not even watch the fight, just watch the entrance in the first round. And he can't be like that against Adrien Broner. We all know AB is super confident.
Listen, man, they call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
I mean, you hear the confidence, bro. You can't go in and fight second guessing yourself against a confident man like that. But I challenge you guys to go watch the entrance to the Omar Figueroa Ugas fight. Just watch the entrance in the first round and I promise you'll see what I saw. Omar Figueroa looked like he didn't even want to be there. Then he fought last year in May against Abel Ramos. Not even Jesus Ramos, but Abel Ramos, and got stopped. So I do feel like Omar Figueroa head has not been on straight in his last few performances, and I'm not making any excuses. But like I said, you could just look at him and it's clear as day that he doesn't even want to be there. But this is an interesting matchup because that doesn't take away from the fact that he still might be able to get a victory over Adrien Broner. Now, the thing about AB is one for one, first and foremost. This fight is supposed to be at welterweight, at the welterweight division. Now, if you guys follow Adrien Broner's career, anything over 140, Adrien Broner just has not really looked impressive that much. In my opinion, even at 140, AB has not looked that impressive. At 135 and 130, AB looked like, oh my goodness, bro, like phenomenal. But at 140, he's looked decent. At anything above 140, because he had a catchweight with Sean Porter at 144. He had a catchweight, I think, with Adrian Granados. But anything over 144, Adrien Broner has just not looked good in, bro. His fight with except for his fight with Marcos Maidana, that was the only fight where he actually showed like where he was trying to dog it out or whatnot, in my opinion. But his fight with Paulie Malignaggi, it was cool, but he didn't like look dominant like he used to. The fight with Sean Porter, the fight with Adrian Granados, his fight with what was his name, Santiago last year. Adrien Broner just has not looked impressive over 140. Now, it's obviously not any secret either to know that the style that gives Adrien Broner is that rugged, come forward, throw a lot of punches style, and that's what Omar Figueroa has. Omar Figueroa even stated in the interview he feels like he's gonna have to throw 1,000 punches in this fight to get the victory, because we all know Adrien Broner limits himself with his punch output. Now he picks his punches very well. Adrien Broner picks his punches very well, but he limits his punches. He's not active a lot. Okay. I don't necessarily know who wins this fight, which is why I'm so intrigued. Well, I do feel, okay, no, I take that back. I do have Adrien Broner winning this fight. Because, like I said, you can only go off of a fighter's last performances. And even though Adrien Broner's last performance wasn't the best at all by far. I mean, many people thought that Santiago actually beat Adrien Broner. I think Santiago outlanded Adrien Broner like 200 and some punches to to Adrien Broner 91 punches or whatnot. But however, Adrien Broner still has the heart and at least somewhat of the mindset to get him through the fight, whereas Omar Figuroa, he just recently has just looked like he is not even wanting to be a part of boxing. His brother Brandon Figueroa just took a loss with Stephen Fulton or whatnot. Many people thought that fight was close, or thought that it could have went either way. I thought that Stephen Fulton won the fight, thought it was close, thought Stephen Fulton landed the better punches. But Brandon Figueroa seems to be taking over the Figueroa name. That and their fine ass sister. Sorry, but their sister's beautiful. Anyways, but Omar Figueroa just seems like his head has not been in the sport of boxing, and so I definitely believe him when he says that he had to get himself right, not just physically but mentally. So you know, only time will tell. Time is the biggest snitch in the world. It always tells. So the thing about it is, this is a make or break fight for either fighter. Whoever loses this fight is done. They're gonna be done. Whoever loses this fight is gonna be done. Again, Adrien Broner, he's not been active. Omar Figueroa hasn't been active either. Both fighters, well, AB coming off a win that people thought that it should have been a loss, but I'm more worried about this fight being above 140 because, like I said, Adrien Broner has not looked impressive at above 140, and so it's almost like you think he doesn't throw enough punches at 140. Above 140, he throws even less punches. I just don't think that that's why you just can't be 100% sure in this fight. Adrien Broner obviously is the more athletic fighter, more crisp fighter, should I say? And at one particular time he was more elusive, not so much of recently, but at one particular time he was more elusive. Omar Figueroa just more so being a come forward fighter, throwing punches and bunches or whatnot, but there to be hit. AB does have pop in his punch. However, does he have a stop? He doesn't even have a knockout above 140, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. You got Paulo Malignaggi, you got Marcos Maidana, you got Sean Porter, Adrian Granados, Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, I don't think he has a stoppage over 140. So this is gonna be interesting, bro. This is gonna be an interesting matchup. This is a make or break fight. I personally wouldn't bet my money on either fighter because, again, I just don't know where these fighters are in their career at this moment. Both fighters, like, as far as mentally, both fighters are on the downside of their career. And both fighters need this victory in order to at least stay somewhat relevant in boxing. But even then, a victory over either fighter is not gonna catapult them to make any type of statement. So with that being said, man, I hope both fighters are training well. I'm not gonna drop my prediction yet. Again, I'm not gonna be able to even catch the fight live, but I am gonna watch this fight for damn sure. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Who do you think, where do you see the winner and loser going from this? But what do I know?